Yo, what is going on, guys? Bruin Steel here, and welcome back to another WWE broadcast. I'm your host, Bruin Steel, and today I'm recapping the Monday Night Raw that took place November 18th, 2024, and this was a pre-taped show from last week, and it is the build-up to the upcoming Survivor Series War Games, which is taking place November 30th, so I can't wait for that. But before we start, just want to let you guys know that my friend Canadian Yorker, my partner in crime, Canadian Yorker, cannot make it. So I'm doing this by myself. And another announcement, guys, if you guys don't know, me, Canadian Yorker, and our friend Joey, we're heading to December 16th, Monday Night Raw in Boston. We're going to be there live. And that show, it's going to be a double taping as well. So it's going to be interesting because it's going to be my first double taping show. So December 16th, mark your calendar, guys. Me, Canadian Yorker, and our friend Joey are going to Boston December 16th for Monday Night Raw. We're going to stay there for a night. And then we're going to be at the event live. So be sure to check out my blog as usual. Be sure to check out my full matches that I'm going to upload as well. So let's get started with this Monday Night Raw. So the show opens up with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez making their entrance. Liv gets on the mic. She gets right to the point and says she knows Jade, Cargill, and Bianca Belair wants to pick a fight with her, and they didn't come alone. And in a surprising turn of events, Nia Jax, flanked by Tiffany, Stratton, and Candice LeRae, Nia Jax gets on mic and wants to get a few things straight. Nia Jax says she doesn't like, nor dislike, nor think about Raquel Rodriguez at all. She and Liv has had her their business, but same deal. Now Jade, Bianca, and Naomi, she can't stop thinking about them. They get interrupted by Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. Bianca said if you're thinking about something to do it, but they didn't come alone either. Io Sky makes her entrance. The babyfaces get in the ring, and Morgan points out that they're still outnumbered, and nobody in the back is dumb enough to want to be on their team. But then the Eradicator, Mommy is back, Rhea Ripley is back, and she heads to the ring and says, War Games, headbutts Morgan, a brawl breaks up, Rhea is wearing a protective mask because of her orbital bone, chases Liv off through the crowd, Io at ringside with the Oracle moonsault. So that's the end of the opening segment. So the women's War Games match is official. It's going to be unbelievable, man. It's going to be unbelievable, man. People are saying, oh, it's stupid because Bianca Belair don't mind Io Sky, but she still have her issues with Bayley. And, people are asking, why is Liv and Nia teaming up? They just literally fought against each other for the Crown Championship, and they don't seem to like each other. I mean, I'll admit, the booking is bad, but the teams are just unbelievable. Rhea Ripley and Bianca on the same team. You got Bianca Belair, you got Jade Cargill, you got Naomi, you got Io Sky, and you got Rhea. Man, that's a hell of a team right there. And looking at the heel team, you got obviously Liv Morgan, Raquel, Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, and Tiffany Stratton. I mean, it's going to be unbelievable women's War Games. I mean, obviously, I can't wait for the men's War Games to be set, obviously. But, I mean, I get where people are coming from, like, oh, this storyline is horrible. Like, how is Bianca forgiven Io Sky that quick? How has, Bianca forgiven Io Sky that quick, but still Bianca has issues with Bayley? It just doesn't make sense, obviously. But it's official, guys. This women's War Games is going to be awesome. But moving on to the first match of the Monday Night Raw, we got American-made Chad Gable and Ivy Nile versus LWO Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega in a mixed tag team match. This is a great match. It just shows how athletic Zelina Vega is. The women start brawling to start, quickly switching them to the men, mounting punches in the corner, but Gable slips under and trips Mysterio up and into the corner as they put boots to him. Rey gets worked out, eventually he gets away, tag made, and Vega comes in hot with laterals. Ivy takes control. Zelina still on the wrong side of town, but she still gets a Tyrants off the separation. Chad runs in to block the tag. Referee counting, and Vega lands on the insulator to make the tag. Mysterio in hot. Big lateral battle. Back body drop to the apron. Shoulder block. Right off the top, diving seated senton. Castillo, cover for 2. Gable comes back, crucifix into a DDT, cover for 2, massive push, Chad up cup. Mysterio with an unbelievable assist, Vega into a Frankensteiner on him. Nope, 619 connects. Rey Mysterio was able to hit a slingshot splash from Rey Mysterio on Chad Gable. LWO, Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega was a huge win over Chad Gable and Ivy Nile. So it was an unbelievable match. Great teamwork between Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega. Obviously, American Made. There's quite some issues going on with American Made. That's like 2 weeks in a row Chad has lost a match. American Made goes to check on Gable and he gets pissed off and they fight him on each other. So that doesn't look good. We see, LWO defeats American Made by pinfall. What a mixed tag team match. Like, when was the last time we saw a mixed tag team match? I miss those back in the day, especially the mixed tag team, tournament that used to be back in the day. Yeah. We go to the backstage segment. We've seen Judgment Day kind of trying to break up. Maybe I think Judgment Day is just gonna break up. Finn Balor tries to talk to Liv Morgan down in Judgment Day clubhouse and offers to take the wheel from her tonight, which she accepts. Bayley turns immediately and gives Dominic Mysterio a pep talk, and he and Carlito go off to take care of business. But JD McDonagh wants to talk with Finn, so something's fishy. We see Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser have a talk backstage about standing and being on his own man. And we see Gunther try to attack Damian Priest, but that backfired. So that's moving on. Moving on to the next match, we got Bron Breakker defending the WWE Intercontinental Championship against Sheamus. A match that was made last week. Breakker using his speed early, shoulder blocks in the corner. Sheamus trying to mount a comeback, but Bron Breakker throws him across the ring and into the apron. Trading body blows in the ropes, Breakker puts him hard into the post, and the Celtic Warrior crashes to the floor, whereupon Bron clobbers him with a diving lateral over the announce desk. Still fighting on the floor, Breakker clobbers him with a knee and heads up top, diving blackbuster to the floor. Braun jawing at him, pie facing him. Sheamus shoved back and asks for more. Celtics Warrior with punches and a power slam, and both men are down. Back to the apron, beats up Brohan, ensured a lateral falls, and Sheamus goes up top for the bombs away knee drop. So close. The white noise blocks, up kicks, duck a lateral, lugger check, gets the champion to a near fall. Jockeying for position in the turnbuckle. Avalanche white nose can't keep Breakker down. Cutting Braun off with a big knee, still no, calling for it. But Breakker hits the spear, but Sheamus rolls to the safety of the floor. Ludwig Kaiser appears and lays Bron Breakker out, ending in the disqualification. Like, my God, man. Ludwig Kaiser presses the attack and lays Braun out with a square hammer DDT. Shotgun dropkick puts Sheamus into the steel steps. So Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus is still going at it. We might see a triple threat match between these three, but Bron Breakker defeats Sheamus by disqualification. So, and we see Kaiser attacking both Bron Breakker and Sheamus after the match. So, Ludwig Kaiser wants the title. I think Ludwig Kaiser wants the Intercontinental Championship. So we have to see what's going to happen. So Bron Breakker defeats Sheamus by disqualification. So not really the finish that Sheamus obviously wants. Kaiser getting involved. But we go back to the backstage segment where Jey Uso is backstage with Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn, and Seth Rollins is giving them a pep talk about staying together despite their difference. Sami Zayn points out that Rollins was able to put aside his bad blood with Cody Rhodes last year, so why can't he put a bad blood on Roman aside? Seth said that it hurts inside, but he can't set aside his issue with the Tyrant. He wishes them good luck, and he's out. Jimmy says, no yeet. So we have to see what the situation with the OG Bloodline, who's their fifth member going to be. So it's turning into a difficult situation, obviously. It has to be Seth Rollins somehow, because Bronson Reed joined the new Bloodline last week. So, wherever Bronson Reed goes, I'm pretty sure Seth is going to follow, but who knows? I mean, that's just that. Moving on, we got the Judgment Day. Carlito and Dominic Mysterio facing off against the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. in this tag team match. Eric and Dom to start. The big man throwing Mysterio around and sending him to make a tag to Carlito. Tag made, slamming Ivar into the column. The tide threatens to turn, but Warbeard makes the tag, and Eric cuts Carlito down with a headbutt. Get under him. Belly to belly suplex, whipped reverse. Colin knees him off the apron and tags Mysterio in a suicide dive. Mysterio in control with a reverse titlock. Eric fights off and holds him out to the apron where Dominic hangs his neck across the top rope. Back inside with a slingshot senton over for two. Eric gets one off, both men down, and he makes the tag. Ivar back body drops Dom, power slam off the rope. Freight train crossbody, Colin back in a little back and forth. The War Raiders hit the War Machine on Carlito to win the match. The War Raiders, Eric and Ivar defeats Judgment Day, Carlito, and Dominic Mysterio by pinfall. So, and I don't think Finn is going to be upset. Post-match, Finn Balor and JD McDonagh jumps the War Raiders and beats them down. Are we going to get Finn Balor and JD McDonagh versus the War Raiders at Survivor Series? That'd be hell of a booking right there. But we have to see what happens. But Ivar and Eric with the win. But, with a cost, Finn Balor and Jade McDonagh jumps the War Raiders and beats them down. So, the War Raiders get the W over the Judgment Day by pinfall, but then they get attacked. So, obviously. And, moving on, we see Wyatt Six promo of Bo Dallas talking about losing what matters the most. We see Lyra Valkyria with a hype rail as well as Dakota Kai. We see Alpha Academy and obviously New Day talking, and obviously Xavier Woods unloads on him and then asking why he thinks Chad Gable left their asses, which sets up an Alpha Academy versus New Day match for next week. So that's going to be fun to watch. Alright, we're here at the main event. Big Bronson Reed against Seth Rollins. Obviously, this match was made last week because these two guys hate each other. These two guys want bad blood. The bell rings and the all-new, all-different bloodline survive the ring. The Usos and the Sami Zayn arrive to even odds and brawl with the bloodline out through the crowd. Rollins passes Reed to the floor and dives onto him. Rollins laying chops in, but Reed boots him down. Bronson pressing the attack, clubbing away. A clothesline sends Seth to the floor. Reed off the apron with a battering ram shoulder block. Seth sidesteps and sends him crashing into the steel steps. Breaking the count, back outside, bouncing Bronson's face off of the steel steps. Back inside, springboard, knee strike, a series of super kicks off the ropes, and Reed catches him with a reservation Liger bomb for a near fall. Jockeying for position in turnbuckle, Seth gets under him for a powerbomb. Slingshot senton, only one, back and forth, Bateman super kick connects. Rollins up top, frog splash, not enough. Off the top rope, Bronson gets him with a lateral. Jackhammer follows so close. Seth Rollins was able to hit the pedigree, connects, and gets Rollins in near fall. Blackout connects and he goes up top, but then Solo Sikoa comes on the announce table to run interference. This Valley Driver, a pair of sentons. Reed goes up top. Bronson Reed hits the Tsunami 747 splash on Seth Rollins and defeats Seth Rollins. Wow. Bronson Reed defeats Seth Rollins in the main event. That's big for Bronson Reed, actually. Because thanks to Solo Sikoa, Bronson Reed gets the huge win over Seth Rollins. Obviously, people are scratching their heads and saying, this has to be it, right? Seth Rollins has no choice. Seth Rollins is going to be the fifth member. It has to. That's just all there is to it. Seth Rollins is, people are saying that Seth Rollins is going to be the fifth member. What if Seth Rollins turns heel? What if Seth Rollins turns his back on everyone in War Games? That's just the case. People thought he was going to do that last year, but Seth Rollins, he has to be the fifth member. There's no other, person that could be doing it, because I think Cody Rhodes is done. He's obviously done with the bloodline, but we see The Rock coming back. Maybe The Rock said he's not done with Cody Rhodes once he returns, but we have to see what happens. Because obviously, Cody is dealing with Kevin Owens, and I think that they're going to set up Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens at, War Games. So we have to see what happens. But anyways, Bronson Reed defeats Seth Rollins thanks to the Solo Sikoa interference, and that would do it for Monday Night Raw, guys. What a show. In terms of grading, I give this show a B plus. Not that high, but I thought it was a great show, so I'm giving this show a B plus. But that will do it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Bruin Steel. Obviously, my friend Canadian Yorker isn't here, but be sure to check out his YouTube channel. The link will be in the description of this video, as well as our WWE Wrestling Bros channel, which is our wrestling channel that we do. That YouTube link will also be in the description of this video as well. And once again, another announcement. Once again, just a friendly reminder that me, Canadian Yorker, and Joey, we're heading to Boston December 16th. We're going to Monday Night Raw. It's actually going to be a double taping. So it's going to be a hell of a day, December 16th. So be sure to check out my blogs. Be sure to check out my full matches when I put them out like usual. But anyways, my name is Bruin Steel. I'll see you guys later. And I think that Canadian Yorker is going to be doing the next broadcast with me, which is Sunday night, the Friday Night Smackdown broadcast. I think we're going to do Survivor Series War Games, depending on if all the matches are, booked, obviously. But anyways, my name is Bruin Steel. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe. Be sure to check out, obviously, my comment section. If you're new to my channel, comment your favorite WWE wrestler. But anyways, my name is Bruin Steel. Take it easy, guys. See you guys later, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you guys later.